So hard to believe, we marked the 20th anniversary this week of Hurricane Katrina. It wreaked complete havoc on New Orleans, Louisiana, making landfall as a devastating and deadly Category 3 hurricane on August the 29th, 2005. 1,392 people lost their lives. May they rest in peace. There was $125 billion worth of damage. 80% of the city was flooded. By the time it made landfall as a Cat 3, there were 140-mile-an-hour winds. New Orleans, in more ways than one, was a complete disaster zone. I remember it like yesterday. I was working in a newsroom in Connecticut, literally watching wall-to-wall coverage of the event for about a month. Took it with me into my sleep, started having nightmares. The only other time a news event had that effect on me, September 11th. And I lived a lot closer to Manhattan when September 11th happened than I did to Katrina and Louisiana when the hurricane happened in 2005. But I've always had a sweet spot in my heart for the state of Louisiana and the city of New Orleans. I worked in another newsroom as a sportscaster years before Katrina, a couple hours outside of the Big Easy. I ventured there often. There you see me, high up top the Superdome, calling some play-by-play state championship football back in the days. I enjoyed the Superdome. I couldn't believe that it became a shelter, a place of refuge for folks that were stranded. About 150,000 folks were not able to evacuate during Katrina. Thousands were stranded in the Superdome, a whole story in itself. Unfortunately, Katrina also exposed a lot of issues. I mean, the way it was handled by the local government and municipalities, from the mayor's office to the governor's office, all the way to D.C. George W. Bush completely botched it. He handled 9/11 so well, it was the opposite. The way he handled Katrina, the response time, it seemed like it took forever. And it exposed these poor neighborhoods and the lack of infrastructure. It was a complete nightmare, and the history books will tell that story forever. The good news is New Orleans, well, it's recovered, and you hope, I do, that this was a once-in-a-lifetime event for the annals of history, and no hurricanes like Katrina ever touch the Big Easy like that again. So stay strong, New Orleans. Hurricane season, I know it's not over yet. Doesn't end till Thanksgiving time. And believe me, I'm here in South Florida, and you keep your fingers and your toes crossed. But again, it's been 20 years since Katrina has left its mark on New Orleans. It'll be there forever, and I'll never forget it.